Oh, hello, and welcome to our today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings and everything important since the dawn of time. January 25th edition. And what all happened, you ask? Why, today, in 1921, the play RUR, Rossum's Universal Robots, premiered. This is a story written by Karl Čapek, a Czech revolutionary science fiction writer. This is the production that popularized the term robots. It was not a term before this, and it was a stage play that then became, I think, in Europe, and then eventually became a stage play in America and swept the world and became a film as well. This is the theater production script in, like, book form, including, there's still the man right there, Karl Čapek. Apparently a outspoken critic of the Nazis and their rise to power. There's a whole bunch about Karl Čapek I don't know enough about yet, but I would love to spend some time researching it. The visuals of what robots look like are a bit quaint, in my opinion. I don't know if there's any great examples in this book. I would say Fritz Lang's 1927 Metropolis is what fully solidified what this was getting at, as far as defining the visual aesthetic of what the future and robots and all this could seem like. Anything pre-Metropolis from a art design standpoint is noticeably archaic in comparison. Metropolis really was the industry standard, but you wouldn't have Metropolis without RUR, in my humble opinion. Right, what else? At last, 1938, Etta James was born. I love Etta James. I was lucky enough to see her live. I forget who headlined. It was a double A-side presentation of her and B.B. King together. And how absolutely special. Yeah, I love Etta James. Ray Dennis Steckler, born today, 1938, which conveniently somebody has put the Severin Films box set here. This might very well be what you want to do on a January 25th afternoon, is delve through the Severin Films box set. Wild Guitar, Incredibly Strange Creatures Who Stop Living and Become Mixed Up Zombies. I'm going to say that's my favorite one. But that's hard to do because Rat Finka Boo Boo, I mean, it's, filled with them. I know some people swear by the Thrill Killers. Yeah, he's like a kindred spirit. You know what I mean? I think you do, or you wouldn't be listening to this. What else? 1963, Roger Corman's The Raven premiered. This is the one with Vincent Price, Boris Karloff, and Peter Lorre. Not to be confused with the 30s Raven with Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi. But this is a ton of fun and well worth watching on the day it premiered. 63. What else? Der Todesking, aka the Death King, premiered today, 1990, which we've got right here. Whoa. Necromantic 1 and 2 are, obviously classics, but Der Todesking is the movie in question for January 25th. Or is it? Because also in the year 2000, the film Filth and the Fury premiered, the Sex Pistols documentary that, for me, was a huge experience, because I felt like it was the first time, it might not be entirely true, it was one of the first times that you got to see this veneer crack on who Johnny Rotten was, rather than this caricature that, be it Malcolm McLaren, the press, or even maybe Johnny Rotten himself tried to present. A mixture of Rotten, no dogs, no Irish, no blacks, his biography book, and this documentary. I think suddenly here's the human behind this caricature, where he breaks down about the 4 or 5 Johns, and I don't know, I was really touched by it at the time. What else can I say? it's worth watching. Regardless of where all these performers stand, I'd say, in a modern era, their legacy, their history is inspirational regardless. So January 25th, I think you have your marching orders. 10 hut!